Hey guys, welcome, and I hope you all are doing good and staying safe. Well, on today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how I make my own calcium, and I do use this as a supplement. So you will be needing some eggs, and honestly any types of eggs will do, although I highly recommend using some pasture-raised eggs and organic if possible, as these type of eggs will have more nutrients in them. You will also need a pot, a large one if possible, and a glass container like this. You could just recycle any type of glass container that you have. And you will also need a coffee bean grinder. I will be listing down below in the description box the link to this coffee bean grinder. It was fairly inexpensive, or you can opt and use a powerful blender. Okay guys, so first thing off is that you want to use your eggs as you normally would. About a dozen will do. Next, we're going to wash and rinse our eggshells, making sure to wash off any egg whites. Just make sure that you do not peel off the membrane. The membrane is that little thin, clear film on the inside of the egg. Do not take that off because it does contain extra nutrients. And honestly, we're trying to get all the nutrients out of these eggshells as we possibly can. So just wash and rinse every single eggshell. It's kind of hard for me to show you guys. I am the one filming myself, but just basically just wash and repeat. Wash and repeat. Making sure that you are removing the egg whites. So once we are done rinsing and washing our eggshells, we are going to be filling a big pot with lots of water. I honestly should have using a bigger pot, but I did not have one available. So next we are going to be putting the stove up on high, and we are going to be placing our eggshells inside the pot, making sure that the water covers all of the eggshells. And boiling is important because it will kill any harmful pathogens. We are going to be boiling our eggs for 15 minutes. Once your eggshells have stopped cooking, we're going to go ahead and drain them, and we're going to go ahead and place them on parchment paper or on a silicone mat if you have one available to you. Next, we are going to be separating each eggshell individually, so we make sure that every single eggshell gets dry. And we are going to be baking at 200 degrees for 15 minutes or until they are dry. Ta-da, you guys! And we have clean eggshells. You guys, I really like this coffee bean grinder. A, because it was super inexpensive, and B, because it gets the job done. We're gonna go ahead and place the baked shells in the coffee bean grinder and just pulverize them. My preference is adding small batches of shells at a time since my grinder isn't that big. Again, you don't have to do it this way. You can just throw them all in there and grind them down. This method just seems to work for me. Another thing that you guys can do is just go ahead and crunch the eggshells like this before you put them in, and that'll also speed up the grinding process. I actually like this method as well. And yes, I have washed my hands prior to this. 100 years later, you guys, and I am still holding on to that grinder button, but we are almost done. Next, I am getting a spoon to lightly tap the top to loosen all the powder. And ta-da, you guys, we have calcium powder made from eggshells. Okay, you guys, so the final step is just placing your powder inside the container of your choosing. I do recommend using a funnel, or you can make yourself a funnel out of aluminum paper instead of having to go through this, having to spoon it out. It is a little messy and a little time consuming, so please use a funnel if you have one available to you. Okay, you guys, so there you guys have a beautiful eggshell powder. Anyways, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button. Anyways, guys, take care. Bye.